Okay, the final name is Sub. Final name is Sub 50 world record. Isn't that too many characters? I'm gonna have to do this. Sub 50 WR. Cool. Alright, sure. Alright, let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go! Let's see if the file name is true. How long do you think it would take for a casual to practice and become more record competitive? Assuming decent... Assuming you haven't played Wind Waker or Wind Waker HD before, but you have a decent video game talent. I think you know what I mean by that. As long as you're pretty good at video games, you know? I think for a category like Wind Waker, any percent, because it's a shorter category and doesn't have as many tricks anymore and super sims, etc. I would say if you choose to be boring and just practice instead of doing runs to get better, I think you could get up here in maybe like 3 to 6 months. Because any percent has not gotten so short. But that is assuming you're practicing every single day and only practicing and not doing runs. If you do runs, it's probably going to be at least a year, which is what most people would do because it'd be so boring to practice every day. But yeah, I think in general, getting better at a category to a top level is a lot easier once the category is shorter. But that being said, though, I don't think my answer will probably be extended once someone has gotten an optimized record. Because right now, you can still take some sloppiness and get a record, you know? So it makes the answer a lot easier. Okay. Weird. This whole run feels made to destroy analog sticks? What do you mean? This is the only trick that does analog stick destroy here. No other tricks go heavy on the analog stick. Okay. You haven't seen my quick slide. Do you know what I really wish would have actually worked out, Haley? Because it would have been really good for beginners. I really wish that... I really wish that there would have been a consistent way to do Beetle upcharge, and it wasn't related to his barrel moving up and down in the water. It would have been really nice for casual, or for beginner who wants to pause buffer instead of doing unbuffered. It's only have to get like 250 speed. Do you have a fairly up-to-date video that I can watch that goes through all the tricks in the run? Actually, tomorrow I am uploading sorry, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be doing a commentated video, or sorry, I'm going to be recording a commentated video, and it's going to be releasing at the end of this month. For this new route. So Yeah, within a week, you will have a fully released video commentating this whole thing. What is your favorite non-Zelda game that you have ran? Favorite non-Zelda game? Probably Mario 64. I genuinely loved speedrunning Mario 64. What about your favorite non-Nintendo game that you've ever speedran? Well, mostly speedran Nintendo games, but I think if I'm not giving you a meme answer, I think it would probably be Hitman, probably. So it's weird to answer that. I would say that in the moment, if I can just take a snippet of time, I think the most fun I had was actually, believe it or not, for non-Nintendo games, it would actually be Minecraft. There is a small Goldilocks zone where everyone was running Minecraft and no one had gotten a really optimized time yet, and people were not competing for world record, but they were competing against each other. So I was going up against 3-4 other streamers. I think it was me, Smallent, and Simply, and we were all racing each other, and Poinker was even in for it a bit too. And it was the 4 of us who were grinding to try and beat each other's times. We all had around an hour. We didn't have to mass reset to get, you know, ocean seeds with ravines, with perfect nethers, because at the time, you could get a village, you could dig down, you could run around for 5-10 minutes to find everything in the nether. So every run had a chance and wasn't just an insta reset. So when the record was like that, where it wasn't too precise, it wasn't too reset heavy, and there was really fun competition in between us, I think that is some of the most fun I've had running, to be honest with you, speedrunning. But it was a very short brief of time, because before it was annoying because I didn't know how the run worked, and afterwards it wasn't fun because it became too reset heavy. I would say that for a longer period of time, though, I probably had more fun with Hitman. Hitman was really fun for a long time to speedrun. The thing that bothered me with speedrunning Hitman was 2 things. Number 1 was that, unlike Minecraft, where I could take a little break and then come back and still run it, like I could choose to speedrun Wind Waker for a week, I can't do that with Hitman because Hitman had so many precise shots and you had to memorize exactly all the random head turns and how to react and how to adjust your shot depending on the tiniest of actions. So that just kind of resulted in a situation where you couldn't drop it at all. You had to keep it up every day or you would forget about those tiny details. Because it's a lot of knowledge and a lot of feel, not just, okay, dude. Please make it. Thank God. Okay. But yeah, so that was the one thing I didn't like. The second thing I didn't like about Hitman was eventually, and this is not to do with, like, I'm not trying to talk down any runners. This is just the nature of speedrunning, so I really can't, like, say, like, oh, I can't believe they did that, because of course people are going to do that. But when me and Atriox started to grind for the world record in professional suit-only silent assassin, there were a lot of optional strats. So we had hard strats, medium tier strats, and easy strats. And you could choose if you wanted to choose harder strats or easier strats. And, you know, because no runs were perfect at the time, you could go for a few safer strats if you were on good pace, or you could, you know, be on safer strats. If you messed up, you then took out, like, out of the blue, the really hard strat to try and bring the run back. So every run was really exciting, and you can kind of just adjust on the fly what kind of difficulty of route you wanted. But when really good runners started to pick up a Silent Assassin suit only, and the competition started to spike up, so instead of just me and Aatrox, it was me, Aatrox, a Spectacor, and a couple of other runners. What ended up happening eventually was that you had to do the fastest strats, and you could only make up to maybe 1 mistake, or the run was dead. And it just became too reset heavy then. It kind of took away a little bit. I think I just enjoyed the freedom of, hey, I can make up my own route. Hey, I can make up my own strat. Even if it loses 10 seconds, it's fine because of consistency. Because it's just hard to get through the run. The unable to talk record was legendary. Dude, that was so fun. What a good time. But like I said, I can't complain that other people took the category to be more optimized. That's the goal of speedrunning, is to beat the game as fast as possible. So I'm not like actually like trying to say that anyone who, you know, was part of optimizing the category did anything wrong. That's the point of it, but yeah, for a game like Hitman, it just wasn't feasible. Any advice for speedrunning Twilight Princess? I'm trying for it, but it's just kind of hard. Especially Water Temple boss. Oh. For Water Temple boss, my recommendation is to waste more bombs on air refills and only go for him when it's very clear that he's close to you. Because you have a good amount of spare bombs. You have a lot of spare bombs. Because a lot of the bombs that's used is just to save, like, a few seconds on combat throughout the run. So, what I would recommend you to do is, once you've gotten down, you know, like, the first insta-hit, and you go down to the ground, I would, like, wait there as long as I can, then do the bomb trick, and then if he's far away or he's going upwards away from you, just literally do it again and wait. Often, if you just wait at the same place and you do the water bomb to get the air refill a second time, then the Morthiel will come back to you, and then you will have plenty of time to get to the bottom. Because the problem that a lot of people will have about Morthiel is that they go for it when he's further away, and when you go for that, you won't make it to the ground for another air refill. So don't be afraid to waste a bomb for a second air refill if he's not close. I only went for him if he was really close when I ran that category. But yeah, if he starts going upwards while you are on him, it's actually a good thing. Because if going up means that the re-hook shot will always work, by the way, for the final hit. So it's actually really good when he does that. So you just don't want to have to swim too high up to get on him initially. If he goes upwards while you're already on him, it doesn't matter. Because if he goes to the sides or downwards, it's going to hit his body. Oh yeah, also, don't follow what the record does if you're new to the game. Do not, under any circumstances, go for, like, multi-hits. Start the fight off by getting the insta-hit, go down to the bottom, go up, hit him a second time, go back to the bottom, then go up, hit him the third time, re-grab him, and do the stab. I went to save state before the first gym and accidentally hit close ROM at a pretty decent one. What? Oh, you're talking about Pokemon. There's a couple of tricks I figured out in Hitman that are hardware dependent. Do you have an opinion on hardware dependencies? Jotes, if this was like a console speedrun, I would have a different opinion, but honestly, I don't when it comes to Hitman, because what I notice is that even if it's hardware dependent, most of the time you can get around it. So there was, for example, one setup that I could not do, but A-Track was able to do it, and I wasn't able to get the setup to work at all, but then I dropped my FPS to 30, and then my setup worked. So it's just kind of the nature of Hitman that some setups just doesn't work even if you do it perfectly, and then you have to play around with either going like unlimited frame rate or 60 FPS or 30 FPS, etc. I think it's just kind of part of the game because of how Hitman is. first try. Damn it. Dude! Come on. Thank you. Okay. Dude. Dude. That's unlucky. Sploosh. Okay, I'll take it. Mood. All right, let's hope for some fast juice. Pretty good overall. First try door cancel. Decent storage, but not great. And then we got a second try climb. Really clean super sim too. Storage. Nice storage. No one went to the right. Beautiful. We have to rely completely on luck now. That's awesome. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, got lucky. Thank you, game. All right. Nice. I don't even know if I should consider that to be lucky. Like, I got screwed over by RNG that no one went to the right. But then I got, like, lucky that it didn't kill my run. You know what I mean? So I don't even know how, like, considered, like, good luck it is. Because, like, I'm only in the position in the first place because I got bad luck. It's basically, oh, you got bad luck. You'll have a 10% chance that it still works. So I'm happy about the 10%, but at the same time, I had to have bad luck to begin with to be put in the 10% chance. Because it's not faster. Well, I guess technically it is like a few seconds faster for movement to the chew, but it's it's like barely. Nay. 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 Ja. That might have been slow. I knew it. I don't know why. I did it, and as soon as I did it, I was like, that's slow. Damn it. I could tell the second I did it, I was like, that B input's too late. That's a 3-framer. I can just tell. Oh, that's fine. Still PB and more record pace. But now I don't have as much of a lead on record. Please. Yeah, if you're wondering why, Mini got a second try door cancel too. Oh my god, can you climb the ledge? Thank you. This trick sucks. This run is so hard. There are so many tricks that can go wrong, dude, that are like so precise. Finally. Uh-oh, I dropped the SS. Uh-oh. Well, that was clean. Like, crazy clean. All right. Well, 27-25 enter Helm Rock. We'll take it. I mean, it's technically still WR pace, but it's going to be hard to get a record with this, but because I'm only like 5 seconds ahead, 10 seconds ahead, and like Mini's endgame is crazy good, but still easy sub 50 pace. Why can't you do the mailbox super sim like you did previously? Because the mailbox is used for a different purpose than the boat is. I don't know why this is the case. I'm assuming it's something to do with priorities or waiting for animations to be completed because of how things are set up. But the way I'll explain it is this. If you have a text box on your screen and if you have a text box on your screen from the mailbox or an NPC there and you're opening up a door, the game will not give you the prompt to finish the text box. Because you're in the middle of an animation. So it doesn't want to finish a text box in the middle of an animation. But King of Red Lion's text does not care. It has max priority. So like it will always be able to be progressed and it will always be able to be completed at any time. So we get the King of Red Lion's text because of that reason. And we needed to be able to complete during an animation because how door cancel works is that you activate you have a text on your screen. You open the door, and then you complete the text box 2 frames after pressing A. If it's a frame early or a frame late, your run is ripped. Or the trick, I should say. It has to be frame perfect. How is sub 50 possible? Your best possible time is 52. You had to have to master the gold? Yeah, but that's because I've never had a Puppet Cannon yet. An optimal Puppet Cannon segment is 3 minutes. My gold is 7 minutes. Like for example, Mini's gold is a 3:01. So like even if I'm slow here and I lose 30 seconds compared to Mini's gold and I get a 3:30, that would still be a 3.5 minute gold. So that's why my best possible time is not accurate, because I still haven't... Well, you saw the last run. I haven't been able to do the trick and zombie hover, I guess. I was about to say I haven't done the trick yet, but I have. I need to do what I did last round, which is get the cutscene skip first try, and then also don't be Pepega and actually get the hover. Oh my god, I was looking at chat. I don't have the grappling hook. And I can't save and quit. I think I just actually... I think I might have actually killed my run by looking at chat. Can I drown? Let's find out. That's actually a first. Is it even worth to drown? I did get pretty far up, yeah. Blame us? No, it's my fault. I never pay too much attention there because I've never fallen before. I'll keep going, I can still sub 50. It's okay, we'll get sub 50 now, or record next run. Right? No, I was trying to read a comment about zombie hover or something, so I looked over and then I... Oop. It was totally my bad. Hello? Weird. I need to damage myself because two reasons. One, Helm Rock skip is easier if I damage myself. Two, the current barrier skip setup only works if you're in your damage animation, which only happens once you have 1.5 health. Bonus 3, I need to take damage at some point anyways because I need to do a zombie hover on the light arrow skip split. So it's just worth it to take damage here. You could take damage later on, but you could take a little bit more damage later on, but you would have to find another barrier skip setup, and you wouldn't gain anything from it because it's super fast to take damage here, and you would make this trick frame perfect instead of free. Link having 1.5 hearts or less make him like do a tired animation, and it kind of helps with wall clips. Why not go to 1/4 left now instead of before Puppet Cannon? So you can take a little bit more damage here if you want, but it's about as fast to take damage here as against the mini blins, and taking damage here more than what I do would just add an unnecessary risk if you fail trial skip and fall into the lava. And it also increases the risk that you would accidentally get hit by a mini blin while rolling up that staircase and getting hit and then dying right before you need the actual health. Do-do-do-do-do-do. How hard would it be to have the skip you do in the other route using... What? I'm not quite sure what you mean. I'm sorry. What happened to Ganondorf after being burnt? Basically, so Valoo the dragon starts shooting fire on Ganon's lair, and then according to the lore, what happens is that when the house gets lit on fire, Ganon actually does get hurt. However, because of the 2 swords that he has, he's able to turn around and a blaze actually spawns into the room. So he takes down the blaze with his 2 swords and quickly crafts a fire-resistant potion. And because of that, he's able to barely escape and generate his health for the end of the game. Did you get a haircut, by the way? No, my hair is just like getting longer. Where did he get the brewing stand from? It's in there. Hey. Anyways, I think he honestly just leaves. I think literally what he does when the whole tower... Because I think the actual lore and explanation the developers has is... You know the shortcut that we use as speedrunners in Ganon's tower? So that's how Ganon gets in here. So I think the actual plot is that everything starts to burn. He quickly escapes down Forsaken Fortress, and before everything is burnt down and ruined, he enters the secret portal that he has that connects him to Ganon's tower down here in Hyrule. I think that's basically the whole plot. On a serious note. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain. That was very clean. This might be a gold. Nice.
Yo, 41 months puppies.
I really hope someone figures out eventually some point what causes the Tingle Tuner to take so long to heal you. Because you really lose so much time waiting there. Frame early. Well, so frame early. Any other place in the game, it's an always consistent timing, but it's something. But this room obviously is glitchy because you know you're not supposed to do the Tingle Tuner here. So sometimes it heals you in the normal time, and most of the time, and most of the time you have to, but most of the time you have to wait like double the length for some reason. Oh, not again. Oh shit, I took the wrong item. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my god. All right. I accidentally healed too early. Oh. Well, that's a 3.5 minute gold. At least we got a decent segment finally. It's not a world record, but it's definitely a PB, and that's what matters. Oh, okay. This will definitely take us back top 3. We'll take back top 3. Whew, okay. Dude, I can't believe this is taking back top 3. I lost a minute to accidentally falling down in the tower because I read chat. God damn it. I can't believe my mistake was not paying attention. Ah! Oh, whatever. At least that's... Okay. You know what? This is the first time I think I can say a statement and people will not say copium. Actual free time save for next run. First time ever, it's 0 copium. I just have to not look at the chat and I can get the time save. All right. This is an actual legitimate good PB, so we're gonna have to focus in on the hues. Will you sit down? Ganon is so happy. I hope he has a good rest of his day. Agreed. He's so happy. Yo, thank you, Luminous, for the 11 months. Thank you, Xeno, for the 41 months. Thank you, everybody. All right. Let's do this. Lock in. Bow. No. Clean arrow. And time. 50-24. PB. And top 3 is back. GG. Barely lost sub 50, but that's okay. We did it. We got a new PB. We got top 3 back. And we finally have a run that isn't terrible in a new route. That's what matters. With plenty of possible time saves in the future. We will take it. I'm happy about that. GG.
Shit. Here we go again.